Hello there, good day, and welcome to this week where I bring you credible news stories, news tidbits from Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the world. My name is Dede Davies. In the headlines this week, Ghana rakes in $3.9 billion for 2023 on non-traditional export. Also, a new law has been signed by Togo's president to extend his rule. And in some international stories, AstraZeneca vaccine will be withdrawn globally. These and many other stories coming up shortly. Do stay tuned. According to the latest statistics from the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, Ghana's non-traditional exports have experienced a significant increase in value, reaching $3.9 billion in 2023 compared to the $3.5 billion recorded in 2022. This growth has been attributed to a combination of structural changes within Ghana's non-traditional exports ecosystem and the effective implementation of the National Export Development Strategy. The semi-processed subsector emerged as a leading contributor to Ghana's non-traditional export earnings, accounting for an impressive 85.4% of total non-traditional export earnings. In 2023, the subsector's earnings surpassed $3.3 billion, marking a substantial increase of 14.15% compared to 2022. Key performers within the subsector included iron and steel circles, rods, sheets, articles of plastic, shea oil, and cut fruit. The iron, steel circles, rods, sheets, billet category emerged as a top earner, surpassing cocoa paste. The category saw a remarkable growth of 78.13%, driven by the demand from infrastructure and construction projects. Meanwhile, cocoa paste and cocoa butter witnessed decreases in earnings, whereas canned tuna exhibited minimal growth. Shea oil showed a significant increase in demand and production, leading to a growth of 26.51%. Cashew nuts experienced a decline of 10.43%, while natural rubber sheets and aluminium plates, sheets, and coils also saw decreases due to market challenges and shift in consumer preferences. The Bible Society of Ghana has appointed Archbishop Charles Ajinasari as the president of the society. This historic declaration by its General Secretary, Reverend Dr. John Kwesiado Jr., took place on Friday, May 3, 2024, during the Supernatural Empowerment Summit, which saw the participation of thousands of Christian leaders from 47 countries. The appointment marks a significant milestone in the history of the Bible Society, as it is the first time the Governing Council has appointed a charismatic church leader to the position of president. The chairman emphasized that Archbishop Ajinasari's respected leadership and admirable character were pivotal factors that led to the unanimous decision. In recent times, some notable multinational companies like Glovo and Société Générale have announced their decision to suspend their operations in the country, citing varied reasons, which has sparked concerns about possible effects on job creation and a broader economic growth issues. Even though Société Générale has come out to clarify that there is no such thing as exit from their end, government has expressed worry over the decision by the firms to exit the Ghanaian market. Michael Berfi, a Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, says the government has started engaging such firms to address their immediate concerns. Speaking on Asase Breakfast Show on Tuesday, 7th of May, 2024, he said that the engagement with these multinational firms has been good so far. In his words, he says, "We have started engaging some of them, and I can tell you that the engagement has been good. But the long and short of the matter is that these issues or concerns are things that are not going to be permanent." Togo's President Faure Gnassingbe has signed a new constitution eliminating presidential elections, his office said late Monday, a move that opponents say will allow him extend his family's six-decade rule. Civil society groups in the West African nation have called for protest Parliament will now choose the president. The new constitution comes days after the Election Commission on Saturday announced that President Faure Gnassingbe's ruling party had won a majority of parliament seats. The new constitution also increases presidential terms from 5 to 6 years and introduces a single-term limit. But the nearly 20 years that Gnassingbe has served in office will not count, and the political opposition, religious leaders and civil society say it is likely that Gnassingbe will stay in power when his mandate expires in 2025. The World Health Organization announced on 6 May 2024 that Namibia has eliminated the vertical mother-to-child transmission of the viral HIV and hepatitis B, making the country the first in Africa and the only high-burden country worldwide to do so. WHO presented the country with a silver tier status for its work on controlling and eliminating hepatitis B, and the bronze tier for progress in HIV eradication. Namibia followed and worked on the WHO Triple Elimination Initiative, which collectively aims to curb and eradicate mother-to-child transmission of HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis B, an initiative based on the agenda for integrated service delivery and safeguarding the right to health of both mother and child. In some international stories, the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID vaccine, which became very useful during the COVID era, is being withdrawn worldwide. AstraZeneca said it was incredibly proud of the vaccine, but it had made a commercial decision. It said that the rise of the new coronavirus variants meant demand has shifted to newer, updated vaccines. The vaccine was estimated to have saved millions of lives during the pandemic, but also caused rare and sometimes fatal blood clots. In the race to lift the world out of the pandemic lockdowns, COVID vaccine was developed by scientists at the Oxford University in record time. A process that normally takes 10 years was accelerated down to 10 months. This has been This Week with me, Dede Davies. Until next time, stay informed and be educated. Goodbye for now. Have a lovely weekend.